to the left of this little duct, down in here, that is your purge solenoid. So I try to keep the video up on it. I'm gonna spray where it slides onto the bracket. You can't really see it right now, but see it slides onto the bracket right there on the left. So you're gonna pull that out towards you to get it off when it comes to that time. Next, we're gonna take off this duct. You're gonna use your 8mm and take off these two bolts right here. So I'm gonna go get mine and we'll be right back. Get yourself your 8mm. Got it on our guns. Save us some time. Take that one out. Take that one out. Drop that one on the floor. That wasn't supposed to happen, but hey, at least we'll be able to get it. Now you got this duct loose. You're gonna come down here. See if we can pull it out or not. Usually they just slide right out of the other side there, so might be a little tab or something holding it in. I'm gonna figure this part out and then I'll get back to you guys, because I don't think it's just gonna. Oh, yep, there it goes. A little bit of force, guys. That'll do everything for you. Comes right out. And silly me, you can see I didn't spray that side with WD-40. Would have made it a lot easier if I did. I tell all the young guys that work at my shop, you know, you try to get them in that habit. Always put WD-40 on everything, because it'll make it that much easier to come out. All right, so now we have a clear view of our purge solenoid. We're gonna take that plug off of the top to start. I'm definitely gonna need both of my hands for this, I feel like. Let's see what I can make happen here. There goes my flashlight. So it looks like here's how we're gonna do this. We're gonna pull this now. Who would have thought that this would take so much game planning? Alright, so here's what I should have done. Grab your new part. You want to make sure your new part's the same as the old one anyway, or at least looks the same. So we can see it's basically identical to the one that's in there. Just trying to figure out how to get this plug off the top. So it looks like we have clips all around it, and it looks like down there's actually this metal clip. See if I can get it on the video. Right here, I think we're actually going to have to pull that kind of out this way. So out to the side that you can actually see it on, and that might release this plug. Then after we get that plug off, I think we'll be able to just pull it off of the bracket there and then get these hoses off. Alright guys, so you live and you learn. Don't always listen to the mechanic on the other side of the video without watching the rest of the video to double check and make sure he was right. This metal clip, all you do, try to show you, you just press it in. That's it. Not many times you see this type of plug though. You know, this is a Volvo, so it's very different than most of your American made cars. You don't really see those at any point in time. Now we're going to pull this thing up and out of the bracket. Not a lot of room. I'm not going to really be able to show you guys that. You can see literally just slides in there. It's a piece of rubber here, slides on, pulls right out. Now we're going to get these hoses disconnected. How? I don't know. So I know the one on the side here. Let's see. This one, you grab the tabs and squeeze them and then pull it off. It's just a matter of how I'm going to do this with one hand. So I think unfortunately I'm going to have to use my second hand and just show you guys afterwards how I got it off. Alright guys, so the easiest way to check these is when you take them out and they are unplugged. If you don't have a scan tool, they're probably stuck open. So with them unplugged, you should not be able to blow through this hole or this one. But with this unplugged, I can. So you guys can't hear it because it's not that fast of an airflow coming out, but it's enough for it to give a code and make the car run a little weird. Let's see if you can hear it this way. So I'm sure you guys can hear that. I got it right up to the microphone.
I'll check it back after this video and make sure that you can hear it. But that is the best way to tell if these are bad. So if you can do that, replace it with a new one, and you get the new one, you can test that one. You'll see that you cannot blow through a new one unless it is faulty. So let me show you guys how I got this out. It was not easy. So obviously I had to take this hose off, like I said earlier, this one right here. To get that hose off, I had to take off this little box, which was on the side of this hose, blocking that hose clamp. So you grab a little 7mm, loosen your clamps up on all 3 clamps, take this out first, and then you go down and take that end off. And then basically,
for this clamp, you can see there's little notches here for you to grab. They're on both sides. You grab them and you squeeze it, and then you pull it off of the solenoid. And then the other end, let's see if I can get this, just a rubber hose. You just pull that off. Spray it with WD-40, pull it off. If it won't come off, you're gonna have to twist it, and you may have to end up cutting it like I did here, which I am going to fix. I'll cut it flush right after where I cut it there, because cutting it lets it fold over and actually unstick itself from the solenoid.
Alright guys, so here is your part number for your new one, 8653908. I believe that's the only one. That's straight from Volvo. If you don't want to wait for Volvo, it may be a little bit cheaper, but if you don't want to wait, it's literally just a Delphi part in a Volvo box. So you put that part number in a parts store, it might come up with a Delphi or Delphi, however you pronounce it, purge solenoid. If you get that, it's the same thing that's going to come in this Volvo box.
Alright guys, so you can see this hose, you push on until you feel it snap. This hose, you push on until it's all the way flush with the solenoid. And this plug, you push it on, and then you push that tab in, and then push it the rest of the way on. And that's basically it.
Now what you want to do is put these hoses back on. I put this in first, and then put this piece on it. Get your ducts back on. Check your car, make sure it's running good, make sure your codes are gone. And that should be it for this. There's that part I was talking about. When you get it back in there, you want to make sure it's not touching the fan. I still have to adjust it a little bit. Right now, we're going to focus on getting all this back together. Alright guys, so our code before was incorrect purge flow. As you can see now, there are no codes stored in this vehicle. That tells me that we are good. I didn't even clear the code, it just went out on its own. So to me, that means that the purge solenoid fixed the check engine light, and the check engine light will not be coming back on. If you have a similar issue and this video helped you figure out that similar issue, or just give you a general idea of how this purge solenoid works, please hit the like button, hit the comment button, and hit the subscribe button if you want to see more. And as always, thanks for watching.